many minutes? All right, we are back live here, getting to observe the situation, how it is really standing at the strike, which started off like more of a sit down, but now, of course, turning down to be much more violent. So we are going to be sloping down here to Chikubo and getting to see and observe what is really happening. Quite a huge line of people, and later on we had part of the police urging the traders to get back to their own business, to get back to the normal business. So it's where we are sloping here, getting to observe the situation. The traders expressing their own grievances. The situation seems to be quite a bit of tight, too much taxes, that's what they are saying. When I'm walking around, they're mentioning one thing: taxes, taxes, taxes. Yes, so let's take a look, slope down, and you feel the ambience of what is happening here. Yes, we are still actually part of the grievances they were putting out. We're in line with let me get to interact with some people here. Jabaleko. Okay, they have run away. They seem like they had ideas to speak, but they weren't really serious about this. So let's keep on sloping down as we get to observe the situation down here. The situation down there, how it is happening. But we are seeing these traders are really, they seem to be really not happy at all. Kampala City Council Authority being one of the major problems that they are issuing out, and quite so many accompanied with other different challenges that they are facing. So we are sloping down to find out exactly what is on ground and what is really happening in terms of that. Quite so many people, so many traders stranded here. See some of the shops up there quite really closed. Perhaps that's how they have been in operation. But let's keep on moving down here. Later on, I'll be interacting with a few people, getting to see what they think about this whole situation. What do they have to say about it? But the situation seems to be really very tough, according to what we are seeing here. The situation is quite very tough, but we are still getting to move through as we observe it clearly. Traders really very stranded down here. You can see up to mini price almost there. The same trend that starts all the way up as you slope down there. Maybe probably along there, some of them could be in operation, but according to my observation, they seem to be committed and united to one goal, not operating today. You have no idea the taxes that will be lost if they don't operate. And part of Chikubo, it is still happening the same way. Yeah, part of Chikubo is still happening. Seeing some police people moving in around to make sure that the strike doesn't turn out violent like it had in the earlier minutes before. But that is the situation at hand, and that is exactly what is going on right there. So we are observing the atmosphere, which seems to be a bit of, well, it's quite, well, all slow, sluggish. There is nothing moving in. So in case you're coming down here and you're planning to purchase any of the materials, well, it might not be the ideal situation for you today, this morning. You might really have to find other options. If these were most of the areas where you normally buy your items from, you might not be in position to actually acquire them. But we can see the situation is still quite rough. But as much as the strikes are going on in other areas, it's actually business as usual. And people are actually operating normally, like how they ought to operate. Like how they ought to operate. So we are keeping down the lane, seeing the situation here, how it is happening. Like we had earlier on interacted with a few traders down there. It seems to be the ideal situation, the same ideal situation down here. The shops are down, are turned down. If you actually operating a shop, you are in big trouble. You are in big trouble to operate one. You need to be one with a group. You need to be one. That can cause you some havoc and actually closure if you're not careful about that. Yeah, so we are almost in the Chikubo lane here, but you can still see it's the same situation. All the shops are turned down. So what does this really mean? Scarcity of commodities for a given day, most especially if you have businesses that use some of the stuff. And I'm seeing some traders here, and we want to see exactly what they are saying, how it is. 24. All right, so observing sabo jabaleko embere no
tujikiriza bubi nnyo muzeyi omusolo gubere waggulu rent abere waggulu amasanyaze gabere waggulu betunali awo amazi gabere waggulu mubeko kye mukolawo baba omwana kye mutugamba omwana omutasa sulata yukulizo emitwalo ebiri mubeko kye mutereza mu government yetereze Gavumenti yetereze omusolo gukeko wansi eno smart TV njimanyi n'omusolo bagukendezeko mwogera ku financial mubagambe abasajja mubagambe sola sasula renti sasula amasanyalaze sasula amazzi sasula ne renti wewaka omwana omuto asasula infreeze ow'emitwalo 2 omwana ali ku ssomero omwana w'essomero asasula ta infreeze biki bye mutugamba mwajja tubako oba kututukumba mubeko kye mutereza baba
wali mu kamera gwesebo ekizibu kye tulina wano ng'abasuubuzi bizibu nga bisatu oba bina omuntu ova wano ng'ofunye sente ozijja mu looni n'ogenda ebweru n'oleeta ebintu ebituusize nakawa omala okutuuka enakawa bakukuba omusolo gwe baagala nakawa omuntu akuba omusolo tomulabako nze ndi alive era ebintu byange nze abyekolerako enakawa
webale nnyo
sente z'oba omanye eza gavumenti zeeyagala abalala bongeramu olira bamaze okubala ebintu obisitudde obireese wano oba wakatuuka wano ng'ogenda biteeka mu dduuka olira ng'ogenda biteeka mu dduuka enforcement n'ekukiika ebintu n'ebizaayo ezo zonna sente za musuubuzi ate nga n'empapuro ziina ekitutawaanya wano mu Uganda yaffe ekitutawaanya wano mu Uganda yaffe lwabakulembeze abatagaliza olira bakulembeze abatagaliza abantu bansi olira tulina amaziga mangi wano mu kikubo wano abakulembeze batujja mu sente ne bazitwala ate ne baziteeka mu ggwanga eddala ffe tetulina wetufuniramu olira emisolo mingi oba wakamala guno KCC neyingira oba wakaveeri wakatuuka wano mu dduuka ate URA ekomawo eyagala layisensi bintu bingi nnyo bintu bingi tulemerirwe Museveni otuyambe tuyambe sente zonna bazitwire bazimalawo tetukyalina na sente twewola bwewozi looni zitutwala n'abaana tebakyasoma oba wakavayo
Museveni eggwanga limulemye akkiriza tino limulemye ogenda n'owo omuntu kati ababoda babali obalaba obalaba tubawa deliveries bazitwale batuuke ku bakastomers ab'enjawulo naye tebatuuka wali waggulu tasuuka nawali kwaluwa paaka ne bamukwata ne bamubuuza ebipapula ne delivery yennyini n'edduuka liraga nti wava basongawo balabawo naye ne bakola ki amazima gali nti mwami Museveni eggwanga weribanga likulemye yogera amazima nti likulemye omusolo mungi yeggwa abanayuganda omusolo baguwa n'eki kyokola enguudo ebinnya bijjudde enguudo ekibuga kikulemye okukola ebinnya bijjudde enguudo omusolo gw'otujjamu gukola ki
ebyo byetubadde tugamba muzeeyi naye eggwanga tuyongera odijjukiza aba bonna abalowooza nti omusolo tegubakwatako ng'oba awulira ng'omusolo tegukwatako ng'osasula omusolo ng'oli muno mu kibuga oba nga bakozesa we baba bakozesa osobola okgenda naye oba osasula omusolo jjukira bino bagenda kujjako kontayina bakujjako miliyoni 2 kontayina yiyo sente zizo ebizirese bibyo byonna bibyo gavumenti ekufunemu miliyoni 2 kontayina emu yiye ate omala ogisasulire byebiki bye tuliko tutikkulira baba tutikkulira ffe kola tukola kufunamu oba tukola kufiirwa mutubalemu ku magezi wadde tuli bato temutulowooza nti tuli basiru twasoma ekituyimala ekituyamba ekitegeera ekyo nnyo
kale
sente muzikyuse zibeere nga zina value nusu 10 lubeera lutya nga telunzija wano paka wali muzikyuse zibeere ne value.
All right, we are still moving down here. Smart 24 TV, the only business channel. As you've actually heard exactly what the traders are going through. So we are still investigating, getting to slope down and see exactly what other traders are saying in regards to that. What exactly do some traders say? Kale nyabo,
Jebaleko
Kale.
fenga abasuubuzi banange gavumenti etunyize nnyo. Gavumenti etunyize nnyo etusasuza double taxation. Mu maduuka tusasula income tax ng'edduuka ne tuddamu ne tusasula ifreeze ku maduuka ku renti, ekyo kye kisingidde ddala okutuluma. Bw'oba obadde osasula miliyoni 3 ekitegeeza ogenda kuba osasula miliyoni 3 n'ekitundu kuba buli kakadde kamu bakakyajinga emitwalo 18 ate bw'obanga olinawo osuubula baagala receipt abamu tuyimiralawo nga bamufuna mpola kuba ogenda n'oyiriba n'ogenda n'otunda n'ofunako 10 naye baagala ki receipt ate ekitagenda okukola ky'okutuyamba ffenna tuli bamufuna mpola. Enamba y'abantu abatikula konteyina batono nnyo mu kikuubo muno naye nga ffe ababeezaawo amaduuka ffe bamufuna mpola. N'olwekyo tusaba gavumenti baleme okutusasuza double taxation. Bannange tukooye tetulina ssente kyokka ebinnya bijjudde mu kkubo ssente ziragawa.
Kyemadde mbuuza muli beetegevu kitwala paka bbanga kwegamba okwekalakasa kuno muli beetegevu kutwala paka bbanga ki?
Ffe ekyokwekalakaasa tetukirinako buzibu. Bwe tuba twakwekalakaasa mwezi tujja kwekalakaasa kuba twamala mu lockdown emyezi okuwera nga tetulina kye tulya tetulina kye tunywa naye twasobola okubeerayo. Ekitegeeza ne wano tujja kusobola okukola ki okubeerawo nga tetukola solonga zibawuliriza ensonga zaffe.
Nyabo tweyanziza nnyo ensonga ezo. Right, you can hear what the traders are going through. It's quite a very hard situation out there. Sorry, most especially if you're somebody that if you're not yet employed, or let me say, if you're your own boss, this will make sense. But right now, if you're still being employed, this might not really make sense when you're paying income tax. I mean, and so many taxes that are coming along that. So we're still sloping down to find out exactly what these traders are going through. But you can see the situation as we still slope. It's the same idea and nothing is changing, and it seems to be proceeding all through there as we can observe the situation. Very, very, very congested, and they are deciding that they are willing to do this. The COVID-19 pandemic taught them a lesson in regards to what they can actually do. So they are fearless about doing this, and they're willing to put down a shutdown strike. They are willing to put down a strike to keep on the strike moving. I think I've seen some traders that want to say something up here. May want to get to interact with them and see exactly what do they have to say about this whole situation and what is happening. Mujabaleko. Chechiganye.
Mbeera nga wogiraba.
Mbeera. Njitegeera kyeki batuusizza okola ekintu nga kino.
Twagala bakyusekyusemu.
Bakyusenga mu ki?
Omusolo mungi ate n'ebintu bya bbeeyi okitegeera. Kati obusungu bungi wotulabira wano mu kwekalakaasa. Naffe twaze nga tukoze eki?
Ambuuze muli bategefu kikola paka bbanga ki?
Kuwulira bubi anko. Mpaka kuwulira bubi omusolo balina ogukendeezaako maani. Kyekyo twagala.
Sebo omusolo bwe buzibu balinayo 18% gye bateekako ereesa obuzibu. Oba adduuka ki oba adduuka ki kireesa obuzibu. Kati katwekalakaase tetulwana naye tukikoze. Esebo
muli bategefu kitwala paka bbanga ki?
Webe sorting wetukoma tugulewo tukole nga babijjeewo waliwo ebitajja kukola mu Uganda. Esebo
ate yeffe abeekoze eki abataddewo embeera. Esebo.
All right, very interesting. Very interesting as we are sloping down here. The traders are putting out their grievances in line with what is happening, what they're experiencing. It's quite a hard situation, and that is definitely going to have an impact on the economy on the day-to-day in terms of revenue collection, taxes collected for the day due to the shutdown strike. Economically, they have decided to keep on moving, and we have decided to also keep the situation trending that way. Well, that is what is happening right there. And of course, at this point in time, I'll take you back to studio.